Thailand on $1,500 a month? Yeah, you heard me. So you're sitting there scrolling, maybe on your lunch break, maybe procrastinating something important. We've all been there. And you're dreaming, right? Dreaming of somewhere else. Somewhere vibrant, somewhere warm, somewhere with food that explodes in your mouth. Thailand. It pops into your head. But then, the other voice, the sensible one, chimes in, too expensive. Can't afford it. Maybe someday. I'm here right now to tell you that voice is wrong. Dead wrong. This isn't some fantasy trip for lottery winners. This is real life, my real life. Ever thought about packing your bags and heading to Thailand, but didn't think you could afford it? I'm here to tell you you can. In fact, I'm traveling across Southeast Asia on just $1,500 a month, and I started right here in Thailand. Here's how I'm doing it, and how you can too. My name is John, and this channel, Bootsie UnThai'd, is all about ripping up that someday script and making it right now. I'm not just talking about a 2-week vacation where you blow all your savings. I'm talking about truly experiencing Southeast Asia, starting with the incredible chaos and beauty of Thailand, all on a budget that most people think is impossible, $1,500 a month. And I'm not special, I don't have a trust fund, what I do have is a plan, a willingness to do things a little differently, and a camera to show you every single step. This video, this is the blueprint. This is me pulling back the curtain. No fluff, no BS, just the straight-up facts on how I make this lifestyle work. We're gonna break down the costs, the choices, the mindset, because if I can do this, and I mean do this, then there's a good chance you can too. So grab a coffee, settle in, because class is in session. This is how you live the dream without breaking the bank. Let's go. Your roof, not your ruin. Smart stays in Thailand. First things first. Where you stay matters. I don't live in 5-star hotels. I book Airbnbs and guest houses with good reviews and kitchens, usually around $400 to $500 a month. Sometimes I'll split a place with another traveler or stay a bit outside the tourist areas to save even more. Most spots include Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and are walkable to everything I need. You don't need luxury to be comfortable. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks, accommodation. This is usually the biggest monster in anyone's travel budget, the thing that makes people sweat. You see those infinity pools on Instagram, those fancy hotel lobbies, and you think, yeah, that's not for me. And you're right, it's not for kind of travel, not if you want to make $1,500 last a whole month. Your accommodation needs to be a launch pad, not a luxury prison. It's where you sleep, recharge, and plan your next move. It's fundamental, but it doesn't need to bleed you dry. We're playing the long game here, remember? Sustainability. My philosophy is simple practicality over pampering. I'm not roughing it in a 10-bed dorm with questionable stains, don't get me wrong. But 5-star hotels, forget about it. That's burning money for no good reason when you're trying to stretch a budget. My go-to platforms are Airbnb and Agoda, looking for guest houses or simple apartments. The key here, and I can't stress this enough, is read them, scour them. Look for mentions of cleanliness, safety, and reliable Wi-Fi. Those are my holy trinity. A good review from a fellow long-term traveler is worth its weight in gold. Eating like a king on a pauper's budget. Thai food secrets. Now let's talk food, one of the best parts of being in Thailand. You can eat incredibly well for cheap. Street food meals like pad thai, grilled chicken, or mango sticky rice usually cost $1 to $2. I cook breakfast at home or grab fresh fruit from the market. All in all, I spend less than $250 a month on food, and I eat good. Okay, next up, and arguably one of the absolute best reasons to even in Thailand, the food. Oh man, the food. If you think budget travel means instant noodles and sadness, you haven't been to Thailand. This place is a culinary paradise, and the most amazing part, you can feast like royalty without spending a fortune. Seriously, it's almost criminal how good and how cheap the food is here. It's a cornerstone of making this $1,500 a month lifestyle not just possible, but incredibly enjoyable. This isn't about skimping, it's about indulging smartly. Street food is your godsend, your daily mana, your best friend. I'm talking fragrant pad thai whipped up in front of your eyes for $1, maybe $2. Juicy grilled chicken skewers, smoky and delicious for pennies. Chapter 3. Getting around without getting robbed. Thai transportation hacks. No need to rent a car. In Bangkok, I use the BTS SkyTrain, tuk-tuks, and grab taxis. Cheap and efficient. In smaller cities like Chiang Mai, I rent a scooter for around $60 a month or walk most places. Transportation costs me under $100 a month total. Let's talk about getting from A to B. Transportation can be another one of those budget vampires if you're not careful. You land in a new city, you're disoriented, and it's easy to just hop in the first expensive taxi you see. Don't do it. In Thailand, especially if you're trying to stick to that $1,500 a month, renting a car is almost always unnecessary and often more hassle than it's worth. Parking, traffic, the sheer stress of navigating unfamiliar roads, no thanks. There are way better, cheaper ways to explore. Chapter 4. Rich experiences, not rich prices, fun on a budget. Here's the best part, experiences in Thailand are rich, but don't have to be expensive. Many temples are free or under $2. Nature hikes, waterfalls, community markets, all free. I treat myself to a massage or cooking class here and there, but overall, my fun budget stays around $150 a month. Okay, this is where the magic really happens. You're not moving to Thailand to sit in your room counting your baht, right? You're here for And the fantastic news is that Thailand offers an absolute wealth of incredible things to see and do that don't require you to empty your bank account. Chapter 5. The nitty-gritty full-budget breakdown and pro tips. Here's how my monthly budget looks. Rent, $450. Food, $250. Transport, $100. Experiences, $150. Miscellaneous, laundry, sim, etc. $50. Emergency and savings. Buffer, $500. I don't always spend the full buffer, but I keep it set aside. Bonus tips. Stick to cities with long visa stays. Avoid tourist traps when eating out, walk, ride, or split rides with other travelers. Set a weekly spending cap and track your expenses. Alright, let's put it all together. The numbers. No more hiding, no more guessing. This is the actual, real-deal breakdown of how I managed to live, and live well, in Thailand on approximately $1,500 a month. Some months it's a little less, some it might be a touch more if I do a visa run or a bigger side trip. But this is the baseline. This is the framework that makes the whole adventure sustainable. It's not rocket science, it's just conscious spending and clear priorities. So here's the typical monthly layout. Rent, as we talked about, I aim for around $450. This gets me a solid, comfortable spot. Food, a delicious $250, fueling me with all that amazing Thai cuisine. Transportation, zipping around on scooters or public transport, comes in under $100. Experiences, all that fun stuff, temple hopping, market exploring, the occasional massage, that's about $150. Then there's a miscellaneous category, around $50 for things like laundry, a local SIM card with data, super cheap here, toiletries, that kind of stuff. Little things add up, so you gotta account for them. Now, the most important line item, the one that gives me peace of mind, the emergency and savings buffer. I allocate a hefty $500 for this. Do I spend it every month? Absolutely not. Your turn, make the leap. So, there you have it. That's the deep dive, the nuts and bolts, the reality of living in Thailand, and eventually more of Southeast Asia, on $1,500 a month. It's not a pipe dream. It's a series of conscious choices, a bit of planning, and a whole lot of embracing a different way of doing things. You don't have to be rich to travel, to truly experience the world. You just have to be intentional. You have to want it enough to figure out the how